Hey guys, I'm Karen from Curl House. I'm a licensed cosmetologist and a certified trichologist, and I'm going to show you how you can go from this to this. Okay, so this video is all about curl definition for women with gray hair. Now, if you do not have gray hair, you can still do the very same techniques and use some of the same styling products that I use. Now, those with gray hair, as you can see, the hair in the top, we deal with a little more challenges when it comes to styling and sometimes keeping our hair moisturized. My hair is both low porosity and high porosity. Porosity meaning your hair's ability to retain and absorb moisture. So when I do my curl definition, a lot of times I have a lot of challenges getting this part, this gray part, to really get the curl popping and maintaining the curl because the hair lacks moisture. And I'm going to give you some tips on how you can make sure your gray hair still pops for your curl definition. So let's get started, and I'm gonna start by washing my hair. All right, hair is clean and it is all ready to tangle and we are ready to roll. Now, let me give you a disclaimer before I get started. Anybody can do curl definition. However, everyone's hair texture and curl pattern is different. So anybody can try the technique that I'm going to show you, but your hair is going to look like your hair. So now that we got that disclaimer out the way, let's roll. All right, so curl definition. The first thing that I'm going to do, as you can see, hair is already sectioned off. Curl definition, you get the best definition when your hair is saturated wet. So this is something that I typically do in the shower, but for purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to do it using this water bottle. So after your hair has been properly detangled, I want you to take out one detangled section. This is the part of my hair that is low porosity. So for low porosity hair, again, that means it's harder for my hair to take in moisture, but it doesn't lose moisture as quickly. So in this section, I'm first going to take a leave-in conditioner and I'm going to spray a little bit of leave-in conditioner. The second thing I'm going to do is add a little bit of moisturizer over the leave-in conditioner. Put it in the entire section. Then I'm going to seal in that moisture. Now, because this part of my hair is low porosity, I'm going to use jojoba oil, which is, jojoba oil is an oil that mimics the natural sebum from your scalp. You can actually use jojoba oil on high or low porosity, but it does work best on my low porosity hair. So this is my jojoba oil, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to put that oil over the entire section. Now, it's time for a curl definition. I am using Uncle Funky's Daughter's Curly Magic. I like this curl enhancing product because the second ingredient is glycerin, vegetable glycerin, and that's a humectant. So it doesn't make the hair really, really hard, and it gives it moisture. But before I apply it, I'm going to spray a little bit more water. Again, because the goal is to keep the hair saturated wet. Then I took one pump of the Curly Magic and I'm taking it and I'm literally just fingering it through my hair, like so. Can you see that? I'm gonna put a little bit more. And I'm fingering through the entire section. You can do curl definition two ways. You can do what's called shingling, which looks like this, using your fingers as a rake and smoothing the gel in, or you can use a comb, or actually you can use a brush too. I prefer the comb. And I just take it from the bottom, comb it out, use my fingers to smooth the curls so that they clump. I'm gonna take another section, take the comb it from the bottom, use my fingers to smooth the product in. Notice I'm taking my fingers like scissors and I'm smoothing the hair. And that's gonna help with clumping. Okay, I'm going to the back. I'm pretty much doing the same thing in the back as well, making sure that the hair is saturated wet. First, spraying the hair with your leave-in conditioner, following up with your moisturizer. Now, your leave-in conditioner can be creamy or it can be a liquid. Follow up with your moisturizer. Then you're gonna take your oil. I'm using jojoba oil because this part of my hair is low porosity, and I'm sealing that in. And then the last step is to take the curling gel, apply it in the entire section. So for the length of my hair, I'm using about 2 pumps. Comb it through. Use my fingers like scissors and smooth it down. And that helps, again, with clumping. All right, so we are all done. So again, as you can see, all of my curls have been enhanced around most of my hair, or the perimeter parts of my hair. Now, as I said earlier, the challenge I have is the top part. This is the part that you can see. This is the part that I look at every single morning. And this is the part where I want my curls to be fabulous, but they normally just get kind of fluffy because the hair up here is high porosity hair. This is where my hair turns really, really gray. And gray hair, generally speaking, not all gray hair, but my gray hair, it is very, very difficult for my hair to retain moisture. So moisture comes in, but it is released just as quickly, making my gray hair or gray hair in general high porosity. If you want more information on high porosity hair, you can check out the video above. Now, in order to define high porosity hair or gray hair, you can use the same product, but it's going to be very important that you make sure that the hair underneath the styling gel is properly moisturized and properly sealed. And when I say sealed, I mean taking a water-based product, putting that on your hair first, and then applying an oil or a butter over that water-based product. So unlike the jojoba oil that I use to seal the moisturizer, I'm going to use something much heavier in the top, and that is shea butter. Now, I can be totally honest with you guys. Up until relatively recently, I didn't seal moisture with shea butter because, as you can see, this is very thick and it is very heavy and it will weigh my hair down. So I didn't use it. I didn't use shea butter to seal the moisture. I used jojoba oil all over. But because this hair in the top is so dry, I need something that's going to seal the moisture even better. So it is perfectly fine if you have high and low porosity hair that you can switch up the products that you use in different sections of your hair. So let's get to this gray section. Again, curl definition, hair needs to be saturated wet. So I'm gonna wet this hair back down, put in my leave-in conditioner. Third thing, I'm putting in my moisturizer, but this time I'm going to put more moisturizer in the area that's gray. So I have more moisturizer in this area. Now, to seal the hair, unlike the oil that can pretty much be smoothed on your hair, it is no way that I can take this big block of shea butter and put it on my hair. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a small section and I'm going to put it in the microwave for a few seconds. Okay, so the shea butter has been melted. It is much softer and it will be much easier to put it in my hair. So I'm going to take my hair in small sections, take a little bit of the oil, and apply it to each section. And with your high porosity hair, it is very important that you make sure you seal in the moisturizer as much as possible. That is going to help your curls look frizz-free, which is, I'm sure, if you have gray hair, you may be dealing with frizz or super, super dry hair. Now it's time to apply the styling gel. But before I do that, I am going to, guess what? Moisturize my hair again or re-wet my hair. I'm taking the gel and I am applying it to the entire section. I am applying a little more gel in this section than everywhere else. So with my high porosity hair section, gray hair, I am applying more moisturizer, more shea butter for sealing, and more product to really lock in that curl. And after I've applied all the product, I'm going to do exactly what I did everywhere else. Comb it through, smooth it through to enhance the curl. All right. Okay, there we go. Curls have been enhanced. Now notice, I have a part on the side of my hair that I did before the video. So however you want your hair to lay, that's how you part it, and that's how you lay the hair when you enhance the curl. So next step, I am going to sit under the hooded dryer. You don't have to sit under the dryer. You can let it air dry if you like, but I'm going to sit under the hooded dryer and I'll be back with the next steps. The next step I'm going to do, I want to elongate my curls just a little bit. So I'm going to do something called banding, where I'm going to take these bands, take sections of my hair so that I can stretch my curls just a little bit. So I'm taking the band and wrapping it around small sections of hair. And this, again, is going to stretch the hair just a little bit to elongate the curl. Okay, so it's been a few hours. Now it's time to take out these bands and finish this hair. So all I'm doing, I'm just taking out the bands. Okay, the bands are all out. I don't know if you can tell, but my hair is stretched just a little bit longer, so it's hanging a little bit longer. The next step, I'm going to spray a little bit of oil just to give it a little bit of sheen. And I'm going to create volume. So I'm going to create volume by using a pick and a rat tail comb. I am using the pick to pull up the hair at the root. I am not picking the hair all the way out, just using the pick to create volume at the root. Now I'm using this rat tail comb to do the same thing. All right, there we go. Curls are looking fabulous. So as you can see, my gray hair in the top, the curls don't look exactly the same as everything else, but that's okay. When I went gray, I noticed immediately that my curl pattern was different, and of course the hair was drier and more frizzy. So the process that I used of applying more product, more styling product, more moisturizer, and sealing it in with a thicker hair butter really helps to enhance my curl even more. And it keeps my hair hydrated for longer. So if you have dual porosity hair, again, low porosity here, high porosity at the top, or if you have gray hair, I hope some of these tips will help you to enhance and rock your curls. And if you want to know how I maintain this hairstyle, you can look above a video on how to maintain or reset my wash and go. And until we talk again, stay fabulous.